Hi Sam. Today we're learning the word
ruhig,
Hi Alex. What does
ruhig,
mean?
ruhig,
means calm or quiet in English. It's often used to describe a peaceful environment or a serene state of mind. The most common meaning would be calm. Just be careful, because it can sometimes be confused with the English word,
ruh,
which means to regret.
That's interesting. How would you use
ruhig,
in a sentence?
Great question. For example, you could say,
es ist ruhig hier.
which means it is quiet here. If you want to describe someone, you might say,
Ist ruhig.
meaning he is calm.
What about the grammar? Is it a noun or a verb?
Ruhig.
Is actually an adjective. It doesn't have a plural form, but you can compare it. The comparative form is,
Ruhiger.
and the superlative is.
Am ruhigsten.
I see. What about the opposite of
ruhig,
The opposite would be,
Laut.
which means loud. So if you're in a noisy place, you could say,
Es ist laut hier.
got it? Where does the word
ruhig,
come from?
the origin of
Ruhig.
is quite fascinating. It comes from the old High German word,
Ruhe.
which also meant calm or quiet. Over time, the meaning has remained very similar, emphasizing tranquility.
That's cool. I love learning about the history of words. Can we break down
ruhig,
into parts?
Certainly. However,
Ruhig.
is not a compound word, so it can't be split into smaller pieces. But you can think of it as having that core meaning of calm or peace.
Okay, that makes sense. Are there similar words in German?
Yes, there are several words related to.
Ruhig.
For example, you have,
Ruhestand.
which means retirement, where
Ruh.
is the root. Another is,
Ruhen.
which means to rest.
What about other words with the same structure?
Sure. You could look at.
Ruhen.
It breaks down to,
Ruh.
meaning rest, and the suffix. Then there's,
Beruhigung.
meaning calming down, where
Beruhig.
is the root, and
Ung.
indicates a noun form.
I see. What about some other examples you mentioned?
Here are a few more.
Ruhigstellung.
Means immobilization, where.
Stellung.
Means placement. Then we have.
Ruhm.
For fame, where it refers to a state of being renowned.
That sounds like a lot of variations. Can you give me some situations where I might use?
ruhig,
Absolutely. If you're at a park, you might say.
Es ist hier sehr ruhig.
Meaning, it is very calm here. If you're talking about a friend, you could say.
Mein Freund ist ruhig.
Which means, my friend is calm. Lastly, if you're at home after work, you could say.
Ich brauche einen ruhigen Abend.
Meaning, I need a calm evening.
Let me try.
es ist hier sehr ruhig.
Did I get that right?
Perfect. Now try the next one about your friend.
Mein Freund ist ruhig.
Is that correct?
Exactly. You're on a roll, Sam.
What about the gender of the word?
Ruhig,
Since
Ruhig.
is an adjective, it doesn't have a gender by itself. But if you want to use it with a noun, you might say.
Der ruhige Ort.
For the calm place.
So I should remember that.
der,
Indicates masculine.
Yes, and
Der.
is a good hint for masculine nouns. But remember, adjectives can describe any noun.
Are there any special phrases or collocations with?
ruhig,
Yes, there are several. You might hear.
Ruhig bleiben.
Meaning to stay calm, or
Ruhig schlafen.
meaning to sleep peacefully. Just be aware that
Ruhig.
can be confused with,
Ruhig stellen.
which means to immobilize, so context is key.
I see. Can you give me an example sentence with?
ruhig,
Of course. Here's one.
Die Kinder spielen ruhig im Garten.
Which means the children are playing quietly in the garden.
That's a nice sentence.
Another one is.
Ich habe gestern einen ruhigen Tag gehabt.
Meaning I had a calm day yesterday.
I'm trying to remember everything. Could you quiz me on some points about?
ruhig,
Sure. First, what does
Ruhig.
mean?
It means calm or quiet.
Correct. Next, what is the comparative form?
ruhiger,
Right again. What's the opposite of?
Ruhig.
laut,
Good job. How would you say it is quiet here in German?
es ist ruhig hier.
Perfect. Last question, what's the origin of?
Ruhig.
It comes from Old High German.
Oh,
Excellent, Sam. You really understood this word well.
Thanks, Alex. I feel more confident using.
ruhig,
Now.
I'm glad to hear that. Just remember,
ruhig,
is a great word to describe peace and calmness in various situations. Keep practicing, and you'll master it in no time.